We are live, guys.
Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Hey guys, if I'm audible, please spam the yes in the chat. We are starting really fast, really fast. Yeah, yeah. That's what the response you want. Spam the chat with yes. Hello. Okay then. तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? प्लीज रिस्पॉन्स इन चैट. तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? तो शुरू करते हैं बिना किसी बक बक के. So we are very glad that we are organizing this one of a kind session first time, and this is happening virtually for first time of this session of this season. And what a great technology to be start than the technology that is affecting 2.5 billion peoples. Now you will ask that which are these 2.5 billion peoples, and the answer is the Android user community. The Android user community is around of 2.5 billion peoples, and Google's this Compose Camp event will make you equipped with the skill to provide your services and your tech skill to these 2.5 billion people. As you know that Google is not just an search engine anymore. Google is much more than that. Google always brings something path breaking technology to make life of people more simple. We are really glad that we are meeting you on this topic. We are glad that GDSC CSITRC is hosting the Compose Camp event, and we are accompanied with our GDSC lead Aniket Bachao. I would really like to ask Aniket to share his vision behind this Compose Camp and tell us what we are going to learn through these sessions. Please, Aniket, take the stage. Yeah, Aniket. Aniket, your mic is off. Please turn that on.
Okay, sorry guys.
Okay, okay.
Actually,
No issue.
okay. So hello everyone. This is Aniket Bacha, the GDC lead, Google Developer Student Club lead from the Sandeep Institute of Technology and Research Center. So here we are on to our Compose Camp hashtag one, which is our intro to our studio. So which is basically on our Android, which is our day-to-day part of our life. So our Android lead, Mr. Hitesh, and also there is a maybe Sunidhi. So yes, there is a Sunidhi.
Yes, she is added.
Okay, please add her because she's also important for us. So Sunidhi, so I will hand
Yeah.
over to the
Hi,
Sunidhi.
everyone. Okay. So I'm the woman technical lead at GDSC SITRC. Well, Obviously, Aniket told you that this is our first compose camp. I won't bore you all with the details, but this is going to be a very interesting session. Also, we have one on Kotlin and everything tomorrow, so please join us tomorrow. Also, I will be speaking in that session. So I hope you'll all learn from this a lot, and I hope you enjoy this. Okay,
Okay, thanks, Sunidhi.
Aniket.
So,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Right, right. So, thank you, Sunidhi, for your guidance, your important guidance for us. So, I will give our mic to the Swaresh back. So, Swaresh.
Thank you, Aniket, for your views. Now, I would urge the handler for the next slide, Hitesh. So we are glad to welcome you all guys for the Compose Camp event. Now, what is this Compose Camp thing? Now, you can consider the Compose Camp as a journey, and destination is to reach a spot and reach with skill set where you can develop apps for Android. Now, in this Compose Camp, we will be hosting 4 sessions, and we will continue this as well. But in virtual sessions, we are conducting 4 sessions. Now, each session has particular target to achieve. Now, in this particular session, Compose Camp #1, we are going to discuss about Android Studio, how you can benefit its tool for your use, how efficiently you can use Android Studio, so you can make the apps that are world class, and you can publish those app on Play Store directly. Just 2500 रुपया होना चाहिए आपके पास. Then we will look into the Kotlin. What is the Kotlin, and how we will just introduce Kotlin to our audience today. In next slide, uh, again welcome. Now today's agenda is we will introduce to you about Compose Camp. Now, as I told you, Compose Camp is 4-day session, but we have particular agenda for each session. Now, in today's session, we are going to look at what is Compose Camp. In Slido, we will do interaction with each other to make our bond more stronger. Then we will dig deep into Android and Kotlin. Then our developer will share his story with you guys. Then he will guide you what is Android Studio, how to set up, how to utilize its tools for your benefits, and maximize your productivity while using Android Studio. Then he will perform hands-on installation and hands-on presentation of Android Studio. In next slide, so what is Compose? What is Compose Camp? Compose Camp is a four session or a series of sessions where we will learn Android Studio, its use cases, then Kotlin. What is Kotlin? Why to learn Kotlin? Then what is Compose Camp? Jetpack Compose. Jetpack Compose is the product developed by Android Google for the benefits of developers, which are Android developers. And in next slide, now here comes an interesting session where we will have an interaction with each other to make our bond more stronger and to know each other greatly. Uh, Now, here is the Slido, our interaction point. Please open your browser and go to the slido.com. Then you will see one place where you have to post this code 1310888. There are multiple paths you can join this. You can either go manually to website and add this code. You can scan this QR code as well and join. At this place, we will discuss and have some questions, so we will be able to know each other very well. We will take 1 minute and we'll then start our interaction. Everyone should join this. So if you are ready, just ping yes in the chat and we will start our questions session. Just please type yes in the chat. So on the count of 1, 2, and 3, we will make live this session. Make live this point. 1, 2, and 3, and we are live. So please introduce yourself here. You can introduce in any manner. You can put down your name, or you can also share that you are Android developer or web developer or whatever suits your profile. Nice, nice. This audience is quite a bit exciting to have. Okay, Nikhil Singh, Raghavan B, Akshay, Zulkarnian. Nice, nice. So we have diverse diaspora of audience, and that is the great thing, guys. We are we learn things when we collaborate in community, and that learning with stay with us for lifetime. Okay, that is what we want. That is the Josh that we want. Bhavesh Sapkale, Satyam, Aditi Kashyap, Nishant. Hey Nishant, he is the ENTC guy and he is still so much passionate about Android development as well. Hey Bhupesh. Hey, hi everyone. There are also other participants, 3 participants. After this, we will move to our next session. Hey Soham. This is one spot where the junior senior level are disappeared. No one is junior, no one is senior, everyone is equal, and everyone is learning with together. Oh Jayesh, okay Jayesh, myself Jayesh. Nice, nice, nice. Full stack web developer as well. We have full stack developers with us as well. Bharat. So now we will move on to our next question. How much you are familiar with Android development? Now this vary with everyone. You can rate yourself from 1 to 5 star, and don't be misguided that it is for only experts or only for beginners. It is for all, and that was the format of the sessions. So we will be a 4-day marathon sessions. So beginners, as we will take our beginner friends with us and make them advance in Android development as well. And these are not these sessions are not just only for making you Android development developer. This session also make you aware that how the developer journey pan out. And also you do not have to be an Android developer to be part of this session. You can learn many things out of from here as well. Okay, so we have diverse set of people from 29 to 29%, 1 star 29 to 1 star 5 star 29%. Okay, so we have equal proportion of 5 star as well as 1 star Android developers. That is great. So we have much more things to learn. If we have just equipped with 5 star developers, then it won't be make sense to take these sessions. So should we go to next slide? Now, this is one question that everyone should reply, that why do you like Android? I am really think that each one of you in once in a lifetime have used the Android as their preferred operating system. But what one thing that you like about Android? Someone might be using iOS right now, but he must have used Android once in his lifetime as well. Cause don't like iOS. Okay, क्योंकि वो पैसा मांगता है iOS. iOS इज एक्सपेंसिव. एकदम वैल्यू फॉर मनी की बात तो आती ही नहीं है. ओपन सोर्स है. ओके, मतलब आप काफी कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं एंड्रॉइड को. इजी टू यूज. SST सस्ता सुंदर टिकाऊ. इस बंदे को तो मैं सेपरेट से और एक सर्टिफिकेट प्रोवाइड करूंगा. सस्ता सुंदर और टिकाऊ. Because it is fascinating. Okay, easy to use. Better than open source. Quality quite easy to use. Okay, so easy to use is one aspect that is described by most people. Simplicity, easy to use, awesome to use. Okay, गरीबों के लिए है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, सबके लिए है. Okay, nice. It is better than iOS. Okay, सुंदर पिचाई की वजह से. ओके, अभी सुंदर जी तो अभी यूएस सिटीजन हो गए, पर हमारे इंडिया का गर्व है वो. ही इज द वन ऑफ द रीजन टू एस्पायर टू बी अ एंड्रॉइड डेवलपर. ओके, नाइस. So should we stop, guys? It was quite a delightful to talk with you and interact with you. I have got to know that how diverse the diaspora which have joined our session today. Then I have got to know that the skill levels are also diverse, and also what is one thing that you like about Android. So we will stop with this one. Now we will move forward with our next slide. Next, this is the one person of which we are looking for. Our GDSC Android lead, Hitesh Shimpi. He is that one person to which to whom we ask anything if we have doubt about Android. He is our GDSC Android lead, and he has developed multiple interesting projects in Android. He has quite a bit experience in this field, and he is the best person to have if we are talking about Android development. Now, I would like Hitesh to join us and enlighten us on this Android development journey. And stage is yours, Hitesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Swarish. That was a wonderful introduction of myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Hitesh Shimpi, and I'm Android lead at GDSC SITRC. So, here we are talking about the Android. So, let me know in the comment section what do you know about Android, or what is the first word that comes in your mind when you listen the word Android. You can comment on YouTube live comments. I'll pick the interesting comments and display it here. Okay, Android phones it is. Come on, guys, show some interest. Open source. Yeah, open source. Android is the open source. Like, if you have seen, the Samsung has its own Android operating system. The OnePlus has its own Android operating system. So we can see that Android can be customized for different devices. Okay, cheap and useful. Useful, I would go with useful. More freedom. Okay, that's true. More free. We get more freedom in Android. Like in iOS, the mostly system is abstract, so we don't have actually have access to the code base of iOS system. We do have access to code base of Android system. That's why it's open source. Easy to use. Okay. You all know quite well about the Android. I'm guessing that. So, the what would I tell you about the Android? Like, Android is an operating system which is used in mobile phones. So, Android is not only used in mobile phones, but it is used in wearables like this watch or a smart TV. And the newest feature of Android is it is Android Auto, which is run on vehicles. Android. Also, there's a very like Android can be run on multiple devices. It's not just for mobiles. That would I say. And the second thing is what career opportunity do you get in Android? So, as you know, Suresh told that there are 2.5 billion active users of Android over the world. So, if you can develop for this platform, the Android platform, you are serving to the 2.5 billion people. That makes a huge impact in the world. So, by making good Android apps, you can impact life of many peoples. Also, in career, uh, as you know that many big MNCs have their Android apps. Like we can take example of Zomato as well, Swiggy, also the Google Meet. They have multiple Android. People mostly use mobile apps better than the websites. So we can see the user base is very vast. Also, I would like to share my story about the Android, why I started the Android development. As- The first thing was when I entered the second year of my college, I thought let's put my hands in Android development or some kind of development. I had two options like web development or Android development. So the motive behind going to Android was like if I want to search anything, I won't remove my laptop and just type the website name. I can use just my phone. Like I can type anything and here it is on the fingertip of my hand. So that's why that was my motivation behind choosing Android development. So there are multiple stories I would like to uh, like many of you must have one. So so we talked about Android development and but how we should develop for Android. We need some language, some kind of tool to make these apps which are useful to other people. So there are two ways. Either we can go with Java or Kotlin. Today's session is basically I'll give you a brief introduction about the Kotlin and why we should use Kotlin over Java. So what is Kotlin? It is basically programming languages just like Java is or other programming languages. Kotlin is the official language for Android. It was officially declared by Google. It was released in 2010 by JetBrains. You guys must know JetBrains. Like they have multiple IDs, Sea Lion, IntelliJ IDs, and Kotlin is also many 5.8 million developers are currently working on Kotlin and using Kotlin. So you get a community support of 5.8 million developers. Like you get stuck in some situation, you can just Google it and you can see the community support there. Also, the features of Kotlin. Kotlin is general purpose, free, open source, statically typed programming languages designed for the JVM and Android that combines object-oriented and functional programming features. So, as you can see that it also supports object-oriented programming, which is a crucial part of some programming languages. Also, it is focused on interoperability, safety, clarity, tuning support, etc. So as you can see that Kotlin is the best choice for Android as it contains the features of Java as well as the drawbacks are solved in Kotlin with Java. Kotlin comes with the extensive feature of coroutines which will be discussed in tomorrow's session. What are coroutines and stuff? But that's it about Kotlin. Also, the key feature why developers use Kotlin is it is what we can say you have to code less in Kotlin as compared to Java. Like 30% of the code is reduced if we started developing in Kotlin. And also, as you know that Java was specifically for Android before the Kotlin, but if you are switching to Kotlin, you can build over the Java. Like Kotlin is integrated with Java as well. You can use Kotlin over the like existing app which you are developing. So next, we got the what is Android, what which language to use. Now where to build this Android apps? How can we build Android apps? So there's a tool offered by Google which is known as Android Studio, which is a software used to build Android apps, native Android apps. So as you can see, Android Studio is the official integrated development environment for Android app development based on IntelliJ IDE. On the top of IntelliJ's powerful code editor and developer tools, Android Studio offers even more features than that enhance your productivity while building the Android apps. So Android Studio is a tool to develop Android apps, as you all know, but it offers more than just develop. Like in the general ID, as you can see, you just write the code and you click the run button and it runs. But that's not the case with Android Studio. You have a separate AVD, a virtual device on your system, which you can test to run the apps. And hence it is very useful. Like you can see your app running on the screen as you code. So we will have a hands-on installation of Android Studio as well. I'll teach you how to install Android Studio, how to optimize its performance, etc. So Android Studio is available on macOS, Windows, Linux, every operating system. Yeah. So let's get to Android Studio and how to install it. Before going forward, I would like to show a small video why Kotlin is preferred over the Java. Just stay tuned.
Hitesh, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello. Hitesh, can I take 2 minutes, please?
Okay.
ओके सो आप सब जो ज्वाइन हो यूट्यूब पे, प्लीज आपको ये बकचोदी करनी हो तो प्लीज निकल जाइए, ठीक है? बाकियों को यार एंड्रॉइड सीखना है, आपके लिए लोग नहीं आए, ठीक है? जो इनाया अभिनय जो भी है, प्लीज जिनको सीरियसली सेशन करना है उनको करने दीजिए, जिनको सीरियसली कमेंट करना है उनको करने दीजिए। आपको नहीं करना है तो आप बंद कर सकते हैं। कोई आपको मतलब कोई ऐप से कंपल्सरी नहीं है। सो प्लीज बी प्रोफेशनल। मजाक नहीं चल रहा है, जीडीएससी मतलब कुछ मजाक नहीं है। लास्ट टाइम भी मैंने बोला था, इस टाइम भी बोल रहा हूँ। जो भी ये कर रहे हैं, एक बात सुन लीजिए, हम जीडीएससी हमारे बहुत एक्सपर्ट बंदे, 2 महीने लगे मुझे ढूंढने के लिए, ठीक है? सो प्लीज बी प्रोफेशनल। और ये चल रहा है प्लीज कंटिन्यू होने दीजिए, यहाँ कुछ टाइम पास नहीं चल रहा है इधर। प्लीज बी प्रोफेशनल, बी सीरियस। सो ओके, कंटिन्यू।
Using Kotlin to build Android apps before I joined Google. Kotlin allows you to express the same ideas in your app using less lines of code. The more you use the language, the more you unlock its power, and the more fun it becomes to use as a result. Google is supporting Kotlin as another programming language for Android because we want to do what's best for developers. Supporting another programming language is a ton of work, but we feel it's the right thing to do for the community.
My name is Dan Kim, and I'm an Android programmer here at Basecamp in Chicago. I had been writing Java for many, many years. And in February-ish of 2016 at Basecamp, we decided to take a deeper look at Kotlin. Kotlin was different. Kotlin felt like it was exciting. It was fun. It like made us much happier to work with. When we heard the announcement at Google I/O that Kotlin was going to be a first-class language, we were super excited. We knew that that meant for us better support for the tooling, and everything was kind of going to get better for Kotlin.
First and foremost, build times. They were absolutely insane when we first started using it. It was to the point where we decided to port our entire build system. It's been really fun to see how all of those pain points early on have kind of dissipated. And now the build times are something that we don't even have to talk about or argue about with a bunch of other developers. One of the things that we were surprised about is how easy it is to quantify Kotlin's benefit to our code base. One of the things that one of my coworkers did was pull a graph of the different high priority issues filed against the feature as he slowly migrated it from fully Java to fully Kotlin. We would get to the status quo of 0 most months, and then maybe there were some abnormal months where you'd have one serious issue. And so that graph just kind of bottomed out a much more stable code base.
There's been 2 key improvements. One is a broader support and use of Kotlin in the development community means that there's many more resources, libraries, tools, even articles being written that help us to learn more and get better and faster. Using Kotlin at Expedia has helped us to write more succinct and easier to read code. It's also helped make our developers a lot happier. Now that the language is stabilized, we're all much happier using Kotlin for what we do. It's also helped guide us into writing better code and making sure we're avoiding null pointer problems.
The one thing that we can measure is that the code is certainly more concise and clearer, and so we're writing less code overall. So I would say that we write somewhere between 15 to 25% less code overall than we would with Java. The biggest thing is that it's made us really happy to work with. It's really fun and interesting and exciting to work with it. And it's just not something we've ever felt with other languages. And I've certainly never felt that with another language.
It's exciting to see how quickly the developer community has been adopting Kotlin. We're just starting to realize its full potential on Android. We look forward to continuing to work with both JetBrains and you all to realize its full potential on Android.
So that was the video about the developers talking about the Kotlin and why you should use. If you don't listen to me, listen to them. Like, they are the professionals. I'm just a beginner in this field, but they are the professionals, and they are telling you what the Kotlin actually is. What is the actual power of Kotlin? So we'll look into one more video, which is Indian developer, which is talking about the Kotlin and how it helps Zomato to build a better app.
Zomato was started as an app which lets you browse digital menus. Now we are this big food tech company that is operational in 24 countries. More than 150 million users visit the platform every month. We are available in 10 languages. And on the delivery side, we have a fleet of around 60,000 delivery riders. If you want to discover great places to go out, if you want to order in, if you want to reserve tables, and if you just want to browse food, you can use Zomato. So Zomato serves a lot of use cases, and that makes it challenging for the development team to fit in a coherent way inside the app.
After all the buzz in the developer community about Kotlin, I was intrigued by how Kotlin was able to uphold the object-oriented paradigm and solve many of the architectural flaws in the compile time itself. I almost instantly recognized that Kotlin will enable me to develop more architecturally sound applications. Kotlin provides us with null safety at compile time itself, and this is one of the most used features by our team. If you convert a Java class to Kotlin, there will be about 15 to 20% decrease in the line of code. But if you take data classes, there is a drastic improvement of about 55% decrease in the lines of code. Switching to Kotlin is efficient and really exciting. At Zomato, now almost every new feature is being developed in Kotlin. We as Android developers have not experienced the functional paradigm like the developers of JavaScript. So Kotlin providing a function-oriented style of coding was a very good feature. Often a use case comes when we are using code of third-party libraries where we want the class to have another function. Kotlin makes this hassle-free by the support of extension functions. Almost all the new SDKs and APIs that Google is releasing right now has Kotlin support. On top of that, the third-party library developers are also adding support of Kotlin, which is increasing our Kotlin experience.
Zomato is rated 4.3 on the Google Play Store, and we've been lucky with the support of the ecosystem that Android provides.
I would recommend switching to Kotlin because of its interoperability with Java. with recent updates, Android Studio has drastically improved Kotlin support. It is almost frictionless.
So now enough of the videos. Now let's get a hand dirty and install Android Studio. So as you can see, here is the official Android page of Android Studio page. Just click the link here, download Android Studio. Uh, don't read this, like I don't read it, but if you want to. The installation will start. I have already installed this, so let's not waste any time here. And let's go to another screen. So as you can see here, the setup is already here. So just click on the setup. Just like unlike another IDEs, Android Studio installation is pretty easy. You just need to click next, next, next every time. So the first rule of being an Android developer is you have to be really patient. So Android Studio is a huge software, like it's a very heavy software. Your computer will become slow as you use the software. So you need to be very patient. So the first tip here, the pro tip, as you can see, the path is in C drive, but the mostly operating systems are installed in C drive of a computer. So as Android Studio is heavy software, you don't need to install it on C drive. You need to make a new uh, drive. As you can see, mine it is new D drive, and here I'll create a new folder. Name it Android Studio, and I'll install the Android Studio in this folder. Never install Android Studio in C drive. It will make your laptop slow like hell. And just click install. So 3-4 years ago, Android Studio was damn slow. Like it would take hours and hours to install on a device, but Google has made it really optimized for newer versions of Windows as well as hardwares. So it is pretty easy to install Android Studio now. Now finish. Let's. So the latest Android Studio is a Dolphin version. As you can see, the interface of Android Studio, it somewhat resembles to the IntelliJ IDE, the JetBrains IDE that you've been using, if you have used any. Like I told you, Android Studio is pretty slow. Right. So here is the welcome screen of Android Studio. Here is a new project. You can open the existing project, and here it is get from VCS. So get from VCS option tells that you can fork any project from GitHub and install it in your local system. We'll make a new project here. As you can see, Android gives pretty much a template to design an app. Here is the compose template, here is a map template, etc., etc. As I told you, Android was not only limited to mobile, it has some extra features like Wear OS. It's for Android smartwatches, Android TV, automotive, Android Auto. So for this, we'll go with empty activity. You can give any name you want. That's GSC settings. So now Android will build this app. It will add some Gradle dependencies. Uh, as you can see, by default, the project which was created is in Kotlin. You can choose either between Java and Kotlin, but we'll choose Kotlin this time. So you might be wondering out what the Gradle is. Gradle is just a build tool that Android Studio uses to integrate the app. So the first class that Android Studio creates or any other ID creates is a main class. Here you can see it's main activity.kt. It is the main file. The first file which we get from Android Studio. Here you can see the options. The project view option, like you can view your files in different formats. Mostly people select the Android ones because it is easy to navigate here. The first thing which I would like to suggest you all whenever you install the Android Studio is go to Tools, go to SDK Manager, and you can see your memory settings. Go there and ID max heap size. Uh, Drag it down and select the uh, bottom one, 2048. You might have extra. So this is for optimization of Android Studio. Your Android Studio will run faster if you do this setting. That's a pro tip. Please note it down. Now you can see the Gradle installation download is finished. It's just adding all the dependencies. You need to be very patient while using the Android. That's the tip I would give. The first rule of Android developer: be patient. So let me know in the comments how easy is the installation of Android Studio for you, everyone. Swaresh, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Swaresh, just tell them about the quiz we are having at the end of this session.
So yeah, guys, at the end of this session, we will have a quiz which will contain 5 questions. Now, we won't f- fire random questions at you. Those all questions will be from this session only, and the winner of the session, winner of this quiz, will get a winner certificate, official winner certificate of GDSC Google, and we will provide that you as soon as we get from it Google. So do join our quiz after this session, and for winning that quiz, please pay attention to this session. Thank you.
So here is the navigation of all the files that you need. Here is the main activity. So Android, as you know, in web development, many of you must be doing it. In web development, you have the HTML, CSS part, which is used to design the beautiful UIs for website. So Android has its own language for doing that. It's called an XML. You can see an XML file here. Here you can design the UI of Android app, your Android app. You get many widgets here. You can just drag and drop the widget here, and that's how simple building an Android app is. We will be having a whole session on how to build, and we'll build our first app of Android in upcoming sessions. So stay tuned. Uh, and the thing I told you, what makes normal IDs different from Android is here you get AVD, the Android virtual device. You just need to create. You can select multiple Google phones. I'll select a 3. Now you can see it is creating an Android virtual device for me. The what virtual devices are, you can run your app on those devices, and that devices take help of computer hardware for running. Like it's a virtual mobile device on your PC itself. As you will see here, the virtual device will appear here. Also, Android Studio is not that boring. As you can see, you can customize Android anyhow you want. You can download themes in Android. You can change the font. You can change the color, everything. Also, the Android gives VCS options. Like you can share your project to GitHub. You can import many projects as well. Also, Android has a debugger. It's debugger like another IDE has. As you can see, a virtual phone appeared on my screen. So isn't it cool, guys? Just leave comments. Having a virtual phone on your computer. It will take some time to load as it's setting up the first boot. After that, you can just click this button here, run app button here, and the whatever app you design, it will directly be shown in this app, this mobile.
टाकून देईल मेसेज, त्याला तो दिसून जाईल लगेच आणि लगेच तो स्टार्ट करून देईल त्या गोष्टी, तर कोणी डिस्टर्ब नाही होणार.
Suresh, your mic is on. As you can see, it's not that beautiful app, but just we have made the basic version. The hello world is been showing here. So that's it, guys. This is the way you can make the apps in Android Studio. The this the actual workshop will be conducted on the last day of this Compose camp, where we'll build an actual app using Jetpack Compose. Before that, we'll be having seminars on Kotlin, basics of Kotlin, and basics advanced level Kotlin, and also Jetpack Compose. So stay tuned for that. That's all from my side, guys. Now to Swaresh. Swaresh.
Yeah. Sorry for delay. That was a great session and that was a great explanation of Android Studio as well. अभी मुझको लगता है मे बी एंड्रॉइड डेवलपर बन जाओ क्या, क्योंकि इजी तो लगता है और एंड्रॉइड टूल भी इतने प्रोवाइड करता है और गूगल ने किया है तो अच्छा ही होगा.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way, hey, just 1 second. Am I visible and audible all to you all?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. ज़्यादा डिमांड थी इसलिए फिर करना पड़ा. So we are going to take a quiz very soon. So be sure that you join that. It will be like we have done recently, the Slido quiz. So please add my screen, Hitesh. So I have made the quiz live. You just have to paste this code 34205591, or you can scan the QR code, and you will be joined to our quiz. And as soon as massive public join, we will start our quiz. It will be 5 questions based on the session we have took today. Winner will be selected. Only one winner will be selected because it is quite a premium thing. Okay, Ram has joined. Join, guys. We will start pretty quickly.
So Suresh, will I be eligible for the prize if I join the quiz?
Yeah, you could be if you beat them with time as well. But jokes apart, that is for these guys to win. But thanks a lot for your session. Also, guys, at the end of this quiz, we will also take one Q&A session where we clear all of your doubts. Anything that is related to Android that is might taken in this session or which is outside this session, but you have a doubt about that, you can ask Hitesh and he will reply to your answer. Reply to you. Okay, okay. Join, guys, as ASAP. ऐसा कैसे 43 बच्चे अभी लाइव सेशन देख रहे हैं और 22 अभी ज्वाइन हुए 50% ऑडियंस कहाँ पर है ज्वाइन गाइस क्योंकि सर्टिफिकेट सिर्फ एक ही है और सबको अगर इक्वल चांस चाहिए तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से आपको ज्वाइन होना पड़ेगा 27 we will start as soon as we reach 30 mark so be prepared 1 2 3 should we start
Yes, we should.
okay and here comes the question
That's a pretty easy one. Like
yeah
we have been discussed 2 times in the session.
yes this is like our session now we will go from easy to quite difficult
Yes.
how many of you have answered
That's the correct one. 2.5 billion. That's right.
2.5 billion people and the right answer was 2.5 billion now the
Well
next
done,
question
guys.
is
What's that option? Mava. Is that a language?
someone
We
on
should-
someone on internet was curious to know that what is the Mava, so I thought that it might be an option. So yeah, okay. No
Kotlin.
one,
That's the
no
right.
one chose Mava, yaar. Bad luck of Mava.
We should be
So
developing a Mava language soon.
yeah, SITRC language
Which-
Mava.
In which year Android was debuted officially? That's
It was 2008. It might haven't been you haven't might heard this, but you have to relate this with iPhone release. You can relate it
yes.
with iPhone release. Okay. So next question is Kotlin is developed by.
Obviously Sundar Pichai.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, guys, I'm just kidding. It's not the right answer.
Oh, you ruined some people, yeah. 3% people you
Still,
ruined.
people answered it.
Okay, but the right answer
JetBrains is
the
the correct.
JetBrains. Okay, it is getting thrilling. Oh, sorry. Is it live? Fifth question.
No, it's just showing the percentage.
Okay, just one sec. Okay,
What is Jetpack Compose?
it is toolkit for building the UIs.
Native. Yes, correct.
Yes. So You guys are
Well
ready
done,
to
guys.
see the leaderboard? Are you guys ready for leaderboard? We are making it live now, and the winner is
Hemant Chaudhary.
नाइस हेमंत. अरे ये
Congrats.
तो बिंगो है, 5 में से 5 और वो भी 1 मिनट में.
Nice, nice.
ये बच्चा तो
Congratulations,
प्रॉपर
Hemant.
बिंगो है. Thanks Hemant for your and not only Hemant, all of you guys deserve the equal amount of respect from us. And Hemant, please contact to us for your certificate, and we will provide you ASAP. Thanks a lot, guys,
Uh,
for this joining to this quiz. Now we
Suresh,
will have the
I have
okay.
some thing to say, guys. If you like this quizzes, please give us a feedback in comment section. Like we can make more interactive quizzes. More.
Yeah, guys, please. We can arrange more type of interactions, not only quizzes and another things. We will find the best suitable solution that will make our interaction more immersive. So please be ready with your suggestions as well. Now, should we move to our end, Hitesh?
Yes, let's move to Q&A
Yes.
section.
Okay, Hitesh.
So, guys, feel free to ask your doubts in comment section. We'll be answering some questions and pinning them on the screen. Thank you, Aman, for attending today's session, and hope to see you in upcoming sessions too. We'll be having a session on Kotlin tomorrow. The session is really useful because the Kotlin, as you saw, the Kotlin was a official language for Android, and by learning Kotlin, you may become the best developer in college or this community. What is the minimum? I got a question here. What is the minimum specs for laptop to run Android Studio app? So you basically need a 4 GB of RAM in your system and an Intel processor because Android Studio is what I can say is specially designed or it works better on Intel processors as compared to AMD or other processors. So you need to have a Intel processor. i3 10 generation will do. 4 GB of minimum RAM and just that's the specs you need. Yeah, you can ask about upcoming sessions too. Thank you, Bhavish. Hope to see you in upcoming sessions. Thank you, Tejas. Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Anjali. Yeah, you guys will receive certificate at the end of the camp, every one of you, with the GDSC tag on it. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun for me also. Get to know Firebase other servers. Uh, the Firebase is not included in this camp, but if you wish to learn Firebase, contact me. I'll provide you resources to learn Firebase and other servers like MongoDB, etc. You will only take. No, tomorrow's session will be conducted by Sunidhi. She's a women technical lead at GDSCS at ERC. She have a great knowledge about Kotlin, so she will be leading tomorrow's session. Hey, thank you, Nishant. Yeah, tomorrow's session will include quizzes in tomorrow's session as well. So, guys, I think we are out of the time now. So, Swaresh, please give the message of.
Yeah, so it was more than what we thought it will be. It was quite bit helpful for all. Just I want to ask one doubt on behalf of the all students, and also I want to clear that doubt as well. Many of you thought that if you are doing this session on YouTube live stream, so what is the need for raising the ticket? But to get the certificate of completion, you have to raise the ticket, and then you will get access to this session. You can come back to this session for reference as well, but for in order to acquire this official GDSC certificate of completion, you have to raise the ticket. So I hope that it clears your doubt.
So let's wrap up now. Thank you, everyone. Join tomorrow too. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, Hitesh, for your wonderful knowledge. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day, guys. Bye.